odd. It's kind of weird. Okay. I don't think that's like doing much for me personally. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Caitlin, and this is Everything Beautiful. And here on my channel, I upload every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. If you already are a subscriber, then welcome back and thank you for joining me today. And without further ado, let's get started with today's video. So today I'm going to be doing a testing new products video. I usually do more dedicated videos, so comment down below if you like this kind of style of video or if you'd prefer me to kind of stick with the whole one product at a time. I'm really excited actually to do this today. I have quite a few in front of me that we're going to be testing today, so I'm super excited. Grab a coffee, grab a snack. Let's go ahead and check this out. So I was planning on just using a primer that I already had, but I forgot that I got this like large sized sample of the One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. So like there's more than enough in here for multiple uses. So I'm definitely gonna try that out today because I've been meaning to maybe pick it up. So it is a blurring mattifying primer that minimizes the look of pores, visibly evens texture, controls shine while gripping makeup for all day ultimate wear. That's like basically everything I look for in a primer. So let's go ahead and try it out. Okay, so this is what it actually looks like. It's like a thicker texture. I'm just gonna blend it in and let's see how smoothing this is. This one actually feels really lightweight. Yeah, it is quite smoothing. I can see that it's really making my pores look smaller. It's tightening them up. It's maybe not quite as good as like the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. It's actually quite comparable to Professional. Like I find the Tarte is the best of the best for smoothing. It's like you look like a new human being. I'm just gonna actually add the tiniest bit more here and like really press it in. But it does a great job because it is looking really smooth. You can still see the pores a little bit, but not nearly as much as before. So I'm actually quite impressed. So the next product that we have to test is foundation, and it is the new Tarte C Hydro Flex Serum Foundation. I did get it in the mini size because I have so many foundations and I was a little bit hesitant about this one. It's like light coverage, hydrating, a serum foundation. Like I'm oily and I have acne, so I don't know if I'm gonna love it. I hope I love it, but I don't know if I am gonna love it. So number one, Clean at Sephora. It's a vegan serum infused foundation that flexes with your skin to cover imperfections, hydrate, and promote better bare skin. It has medium coverage with a natural finish. Okay, let's give it a shake because it seems like it's gonna be a liquidy formula. And I got the shade 12N, which is fair neutral. It's quite runny, as you can see. Okay, so let's go ahead and test this out. I'm using a brush. Well, the coverage is actually not bad. I was expecting like lighter coverage than that. That looks not bad. This would probably be similar to like the Fenty Ease Drop. It's kind of almost like a skin tint, but the Fenty Ease Drop though is maybe a little bit more coverage than this. So I used all that was on my hand pretty much just for that part of my face. So I feel like you do need quite a bit of product, but it's thin. So like that's normal. And I'm actually quite impressed. It blurred my blemishes really well. Did it completely cover them? No, but I didn't really go in expecting that. Yeah, like it definitely gave like a blurring effect, this side compared to this side. So I'm happy. Like this would be a good like no makeup. Let's go on this side with a sponge. Sometimes feel like the sponge delivers more coverage and sometimes feel like the brush does. I know like most times the brush delivers more, but there are foundations that I prefer the sponge even just for coverage. I prefer sponge in general because I like the airbrush finish. Yeah, no, you're not getting as much coverage with the sponge, but what I would personally do is go in with the brush and then just kind of blend in with the sponge. That's what I like to do. That is one layer. I'm getting light coverage, but like a good light coverage. Like it blurred the skin, it evened out my tone, and it blurred the imperfections. Like this guy's not looking so intense anymore. Let's go in with a light second layer. Let's take a look. It's actually kind of making my skin look dry. Odd. It's kind of weird. Okay. Let's hope once like I put concealer on and stuff. I didn't think my skin was that dry. I exfoliated yesterday. I did my normal skincare routine and I do apply a pretty hydrating moisturizer. We'll have to see how it goes and then you know, I'll obviously test these products more than once, but yeah, that's kind of odd. I mean, maybe if I wore a bit of a more hydrating primer, but at the same time, combination skin. So I don't want to apply too much hydrating, you know, products, because this is hydrating. It's well, it's supposed to be hydrating in itself. So aside from the little bit of dryness on my nose and my forehead, we are looking very natural, and like it looks and feels just like skin. You would not be able to tell I'm wearing makeup. 100% it just looks like my skin is more even, which I love. Let's just move on to the next product and we'll just see how that one goes. So the next product is by Fenty Beauty, and it is the Bright Fix Eye Brightener Concealer. It's supposed to be an under eye brightener that hydrates, brightens, and conceals with sheer to buildable coverage, delivering a no makeup effect and a longwear formula. It has a serum-like texture, instantly brighten and blur with a crease, humidity, and sweat resistant formula. So this is the packaging. And this is the applicator. It's this like little ball that you can apply it with. I like that idea, like the little eye rollers, supposed to be good for depuffing. I don't know if this one specifically does, but it reminds me of like the eye rollers that depuff. This is the actual formula. I got it in the shade 03 Seashell. So it's neutral for light to light medium skin tone. It actually looks a little bit thicker than I would have expected. And I kind of want to apply one side with the ball and then the other side maybe with a sponge. I mean, I'm assuming I'll need to still blend it out with something. But let's just see. Oh wow, that's like much more coverage than I expected. I'm just like using the ball to spread it. It's not... I don't love this ball. I don't really know about the ball. I don't think that's like doing much for me personally. So I'm just gonna go in and blend that out and see, because I think I got quite a bit of product there. And I think you're supposed to be able to cover like blemishes with this as well. So, but let's see how it does with the under eye first. I really like that. Does it not instantly brighten my under eye? I definitely think so. It definitely almost gave a smoothing effect in my opinion too. Covered more than I thought it was going to, so that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna actually bring some on the nose right now, because I'm like, number one, wanting it to smooth it out a bit, but also cover that up a little bit better. Definitely smoothed the nose out a little bit, like covered pretty good. I'm happy with the coverage for sure, because we are going with lighter coverage anyways. Let's use it, a little bit of it, to kind of highlight the chin and cover the chin, because I do that with my concealer normally anyways. A little bit up here, and let's see if it'll cover that blemish. Let's see if it'll actually also smooth that out. We were looking a little dry up there. It's so light and like it blends right in. I actually really am enjoying this formula. Yeah, I do think it covers the blemishes, not completely, but if you're looking for something to just kind of blur them a little bit more, add a little bit of extra coverage, I think it's kind of perfect for that. I'm loving this actually. Okay, let's take a closer look. Yeah, like my skin is still looking a little bit dry, which is so odd because everything is supposed to be hydrating. I don't understand. Like, and my skin felt really nice and hydrated, so I feel like it was that foundation, but again, I'll see how it goes during the day. I'm really loving how this, I'm obsessed with this, I think. I really, really like this. I'm just hoping it lasts really well. I think I'm gonna be in love because I'm really loving the way that it looks. I definitely think it brightens the under eyes really well. I also think it conceals quite well and blurs blemishes, so I'm a happy camper. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cream contour a little bit with this Patrick Ta Major Sculpt. I have it in She's Statuesque. It's a little bit light. I mean, I feel like it could have been a little bit darker. I feel like if I were to repurchase, I'd get like the next one up, but I still really like the formula and everything. So I still really enjoy it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and contour, and then we'll move on to our next product, which is liquid blush. This is like a beautiful natural look so far, and I'm really liking it. Now let's go in with the next product that we're testing, and it is the Natasha Denona Puff Paint Liquid Serum Blush. See, another serum product. Do you catch where I was going with this? A silky liquid blush serum hybrid with perfect pigmentation to achieve a natural flush of color formulated with skincare infusion technology. It is made with lightweight, easy to apply, buildable formula. It is infused with Skin Thirst Relief Complex, a super active ingredient that brings fast acting and long lasting deep moisturization even after you take your makeup off. They have 3 shades that are already existing shades, but in their cream and powder formula, and now they have it in the liquid formula. I got the shade Daria, which is a stunning, it's one of my favorites, and it's this beautiful coral shade. It's really, really pretty. So this is the actual formula. It's super, super thin and lightweight. and it does have like a beautiful finish to it. So this is it blended in. And doesn't that just look like the most natural, beautiful flush of color? I've been so pumped to try this. I'm like a huge Natasha Denona fan. So I'm just gonna kind of apply some to the hand, and we're gonna go in with the sponge. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. It's like perfect for the look we're doing today. I'm already so impressed. It blended in like instantly. It blended in so easily. It looks so natural. Ooh, I like that. And it does kind of juice up the skin a little bit. Gives a little zhuzh, like it's a little bit hydrating. So it doesn't have a sheen per se, but it just makes the skin look almost a little more plump. And I like that. It's super easy to work with. Super easy. Ooh, isn't that just stunning? I do feel like I need to kind of add a touch of concealer to blend that in. Not that it didn't blend, but I think I might have brought it up a little bit high. I'm just gonna go in with just the tiniest bit more. And let's just blend that in, and then we're gonna go ahead and set the face. I think I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline, but with just like a little bit of product. Okay, so I like to go under the eyes with the sponge, but the rest of the face I'm gonna go in with a brush. Oh, this is such a natural look and I'm super enjoying it. Yeah, that foundation is making my skin look dry, which is so odd. The concealer is looking good. Something that I really like to do when my makeup's looking a little bit textured or dry, I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury because it is quite smoothing. So I'm gonna take some of this. We'll see though, maybe if we add some setting spray, if that will help. No, I do think that actually helped quite a bit. I will be honest with you. My skin's looking much, not my forehead though. Like what's going on with my forehead? Again, even if it doesn't work out today, I test these products multiple times and sometimes you kind of figure out what works with them. But as of today, I'm not loving the way it looks, to be honest. I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I know I'm doing a wear test. I know setting spray is a little bit cheating, but I wanna like see if we can fix the problem. I'm gonna put my hair up for now because you guys are probably gonna start to get annoyed with me playing with it. And plus I am hot. Let's do some setting spray. I'm almost out of this guy. I gotta get more. This is one of my favorite setting sprays. Not really, but maybe a little bit. It did help bring things together for sure. I feel like we did lose a little bit of that blush. Shall we dare? Shall we dare to add a little bit on top of powder? Why not? It's just makeup. Does it completely ruin the makeup? I feel like you get more pigment, which is common. If you apply over top of powder, I feel like it doesn't sink into the skin as much, so you see the pigment quite a bit more. Yeah, that's nice. Let's see if what it did to the foundation underneath. Yeah, no, I don't know if I'd recommend it. It did kind of, I don't know if you see there in the center, it kind of lifted it a little bit. It's a little more finicky on top of powder. So because it's so perfect underneath powder, maybe just go a little bit more pigmented if you're gonna be applying a powder that will maybe take away from it. A little bit more heavy-handed with the blush, and then when you put the powder on top, it'll blend it in. I still think it looks good, don't get me wrong. I think it's doable on top of powder, but it is a little bit more finicky, and that's fine. Like not all blushes are gonna work on top of powder. I personally like when they do. It did kind of juice that up a bit though. Ooh, I love this blush. It's been over a month since I got this, and I just never had the chance to really test it, so I just thought it's perfect to do it today. It's the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Bronzer, Blush, and Bronzer. So I'm going to use it for bronzer and then kind of blend into the blush. So it is a talc-free vegan hybrid blush and bronzer that in one provides effortless, rosy, and sun-kissed glow. It has a silky formula that comes in 3 buildable radiant shades. And when I first saw this, I was like, there's no way that this will work. There's no way. But when you swatch it, you can totally see it before your eyes. Like in one light, you kind of see like the more bronzy look, and then in the other light, you kind of see the more pink. So I can see it working. I could see it working. Let's go ahead and see. I'm not gonna be super precise about it, and I'm gonna like blend it upwards. Ooh, we're gonna look rosy today. That's pigmented, guys. Look at that to that. I'm gonna have to blend that out a bit. I do feel like it does add quite a bit of bronziness, but then also you really see that pink. So I like it. I'm gonna add actually a little bit up here. We're gonna go for like that rosy sun-kissed look today. I'm just gonna add a little bit across. Okay, now I'm gonna take my powder brush and just blend those edges and maybe kind of dull it down a little bit. Okay guys, so my camera stopped recording and I just took the time to do my brows and my eyes really quick because I didn't have any new eyeshadow palettes to test today. And then I did also go ahead with my MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Fleur Sure, which is part of their new summer collection. I did a review and I also have a giveaway in that video, so I will link it down below and it'll have the explanation of how to enter. So go ahead and enter that if you're interested in a free little bundle of makeup. But this was also in that collection that I reviewed, and I love this highlight. It's so pretty. So yeah, I'm starting to enjoy my makeup a little bit more. I feel like now that it's starting to come together, even though my forehead is looking a little bit dry, it's not too bad, and the rest of my face actually looks really good. As I said, we'll see how the foundation goes. The next product we have today is a mascara. So this is the new Velour Pretty Big Deal Peptide and Tubing Mascara. It's actually a 3-in-1, so it's a lash serum, a lash shield, and a mascara all in one. A lengthening mascara that is infused with peptide packed lash serum to achieve noticeably fuller, longer looking eyelashes in just 4 weeks. So if you were to use this regularly for 4 weeks, you'll actually notice, because there's the lash serum, you'll actually notice better natural lashes, which I love to see that. Nourish and condition for stronger, healthier lashes. It's a tubing formula that maximizes the length, shields and lifts the lashes, and provides smudge-proof finish. If you don't know what tubing mascaras are, they coat the lashes and like tube them, and then when you remove them, it's not gonna like smear all over the face. If you rub them, you'll notice like it pills up. That's because you can actually, now you have to be careful when you're pulling because you don't want to pull your natural lashes out, but if you were to like gently go like this, it would kind of slide off the lashes. So it's easier to remove, but it also holds really well when you're not wanting it to come off. So this is the packaging. It's very sleek and I like it. I really, really like that packaging. So this is the actual wand. It's a little bit curved. Ooh, that's one coat. I really like that. So this is with the mascara and this is without. And the formula is slightly wet, but not too wet. So it can, I'm getting it a little bit on my skin, just a touch. I do actually do that a lot. I'm really bad for that. But if you have like super small eyes, then you might want to just be really careful. But ooh, I like that. Does that not look stunning? It looks natural, yet really lengthened and a little bit of volume. Oh, I like it. So that's one coat on both eyes. I'm impressed so far. Let's go in with 2 coats and see how it looks. And even with 2 layers, like it maybe looks a slightly chunkier, but like still not chunky at all. I would say if you're looking for super, super, super voluminous mascara, this might not be your favorite because it's not super, like it's not really volumizing. It does offer some volume for sure, but it definitely is well described as a lengthening mascara. It really elongated my lashes. I really am obsessed. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, one more product for today, and that is the Rouge Dior Forever Liquid Transfer Proof Matte Liquid Lipstick. It is supposed to be a transfer proof matte liquid lipstick that's ultra pigmented with 12-hour weightless long wear. So we will test that. It's supposed to be transfer proof, not settle into fine lines. It's not supposed to fade, smudge, or feather. It's supposed to be ultra lightweight, provide intense color, and last 12 hours, remaining comfortable even with the stress of daily life. That's like everything you look for in a lipstick. This is the actual packaging. You don't get a whole lot. It's a pretty small. Got the shade Forever Nude. This is the shade. I think it's the lightest one. It's right here. It's a beautiful nude. And it does look, it's over top of the blush, so I apologize, but it does look super lightweight, as you can see. So I'm super pumped about that. This is the applicator. So it has like a divot in there, probably to collect product, so it applies enough. And then on that side, it's like flat. this is the finished look. So the lipstick, so it's a little bit sticky at first, but it does dry down, which is good. It is quite dry. So if you are completely opposed to like drying liquid lipsticks, I mean, typically the ones that do dry down like this, that are super dry, they usually are the ones that are quite transfer proof. So if it doesn't get any more dry than this, I probably would be okay. But as long as it doesn't get crumbly or really dry throughout the day, sometimes it can get worse. So we're gonna have to see how it wears, but it's okay so far. Let's see if it's transfer proof. We're gonna do a kiss test, okay? So we have just a little like bit from the inside, and that's probably because it's dry, and I've been licking it. It feels like there's like a dry line. So it's quite drying, but really it is pretty much transfer proof. Nothing. Like seriously nothing. So transfer proof, yes. Matte, yes. Comfortable, not as much. Let's just go ahead and see how all of these products wear. I will see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so it is almost 9 o'clock. It has been since I finished my face makeup, almost 13 hours, and I have not touched a thing. So we're not looking absolutely perfect, but for 13 hours with 0 touch-ups, like I'm telling you, we are looking good. I'm actually really surprised. Loving the foundation a million times more now. Really everything I'm happy with, but I'll break it down a little bit more for you guys. So primer, I feel like it's doing a great job. My skin looked smooth this morning. I do feel like it did exactly what it said. It smoothed the skin, and I do feel like it controlled shine for the foundation being, you know, a light coverage hydrating foundation. This is looking way better than I expected it to. The foundation, I really actually like this. I feel like it's something I have to kind of find the products that are gonna work with it. The more I'm wearing it, the more my oils are poking through, the better it's looking. It's clearly long wearing for a serum hydrating foundation on my combination skin. Obviously I have a shine, but for almost 13 hours, I haven't even touched up anything. I haven't done anything to my makeup. I've eaten multiple times. And I'm a messy eater, so long story short, the foundation actually turned out a lot better than I thought. Concealer, again, it did crease a little bit under the eyes. I am not surprised because I didn't do an eyeshadow primer under my eyes. If you missed my Fab and 5 video where I did a tip on how to prevent creasing under the eyes, almost every single one of my concealers, including Tarte Shape Tape, almost all of them at some point crease on me. So, and it's not too bad. Like, yeah, it's noticeable creasing if you look up close, but it's really not that bad. I've had much worse. This little combo is a beautiful combo. Both of them are like that serum, lightweight, good for your skin, hydrating products. This one though, if you are prone to, you know, foundations looking dry on your skin, or if you experience that with this one, I just would recommend a more hydrating primer underneath. I loved this from the beginning. This definitely grew on me. So I actually recommend both of them, and I did not expect to say that today. Okay, let's go ahead and touch up foundation and see how that does. Let's start here. Oh, I said I was gonna show you. I'm sorry. I really do apologize. I forgot to show you the close-up before I did the center of my forehead. So I'm taking my sponge, applying some powder to my face to mattify. This can really fix things, but this can also really emphasize separation, emphasize texture. Not all foundations touch up well. Yeah, like I can see a little bit of caking or separation on the lip and chin, but ultimately for the 13-hour mark pretty much being touched up for the first time and it looking this good, I'm really impressed. The blush, it's an A+. She's still kicking, looks very like juicy, looks very a part of the skin. Really, really, really impressed with this. It wears all day, no fading, no smudging. So I'm really impressed with this one as well. Bronzer wasn't like the star of the show today, but I actually really enjoyed it. I think I need to test it on its own without a blush because I need to see how it does as the bronzer and the blush, but I just wanted to pop that in there today. So from first use though, I did enjoy it. Mascara is potentially one of my favorite mascaras ever. I'm really enjoying this. It really elongated my lashes. It did deliver some volume. It like holds the curl. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't transfer, doesn't smear. It also has that lash serum in it, so it's going to actually be good for your lashes. It's going to shield the lashes from environmental damage. A+, probably one of my favorite products that I tested today. And last but not least, the Dior liquid lip. Do you not see my lips right now? Like, this is 12.5 hours. I have not touched it up. I've eaten multiple times. I've drank multiple times from a straw, from a cup, from a can. And obviously there's a little bit of wear on the inside of the lip. It's maybe not quite as, you know, even as it was when I applied, but for this long of wear, no transfer. But yeah, really, really impressed. The only complaint is that it is quite dry. Like, I really do want to remove it. It actually got better throughout the day. Like, when I first applied it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear this. Then as the day went on, I was like, you know what? It's not that bad. Now that it's starting to break down a bit, it almost feels like if I were to rub it, it would just like crumble off my lips. It does look a little bit dry, but it's not the worst that I've seen. So, you know, with those few points, keeping in mind, I do think I really like it. Like, I will definitely use it again. I want something that's gonna last all day. Oh yeah, this is really good. Yeah, like, it's not perfect, but it's definitely hits those claims. If it was a little bit less drying, I would be absolutely in love with it, but then it would probably be less transfer proof and less long wearing. So what can you know, if somebody can come out with a liquid lipstick that is completely transfer proof, wears for 12 hours, and is hydrating, or at least maybe not hydrating, but at least doesn't feel and look super dry, then like, I will shout it from the mountains. That's my favorite, but I've yet to find it. So that is the lineup of today's products. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.